Good morning, cadets. I welcome you back for the computer science session, and we are moving towards the new topic, that is dictionaries. If you go back and see the data types of Python, there we had built-in data types, right? And then we had around about the sequences, right? Like your list, string as well as tuple, and then a mapping, a dictionary. But all these are nothing but the collections available in the Python. Now, what is exactly you mean by a collection? Collection is nothing but collectively we give a name to a group of items. When you collectively give a group of a name to a group of elements, that we call it as a collection. That's how your string is also a list. The string is also a collection of characters. Similarly, list is collection of elements, okay, and your tuple is also a collection of elements, right? A dictionary is also a collection of elements with some differences or some changes as compared to our sequences. That's why it is coming under the category of mapping, right? Now let us see the introductory part of this dictionary. What is exactly the dictionary is? It is one more collection in Python, but with a different in way of storing and accessing. Other collections in Python are list, tuple, strings, which are having an index associated with it, associated with every element. As we see, in case of a string or a list or a tuple, as you know, the first element, index of the first element is 0, next element is 1, next element is 2, 3. So every element is accessed in case of these sequences with the help of an index. But in Python dictionary, rather than calling an index, we have a key associated with every element. That is why Python dictionaries are known as a key value pairs. Here we don't refer the elements of dictionary with the help of index. We refer the elements of dictionary with a pair of key and value, right? Each individual member of string or list or tuple are also called as an elements only, and as well as the member of a dictionary is also an element. The differences is, in case of list, tuple and string, each element is referred with the help of an index, whereas the element of a dictionary is referred by a key value pair. Like with English dictionary, why the name dictionary is associated with this data type of Python? Like in English dictionary, we search any word for meaning associated with it, right? Suppose if you don't some word is used in English, if you don't know the meaning of that, then you refer a dictionary, there will find that word and its related associated meaning. Similarly in Python, we search for a key. How we'll search for a word in English dictionary? In this dictionary also, we search for a key to get its associated value rather than searching an element with the help of an index. So here we are not interested in an index of a total element I am talking. Further index we use for the key, that is a different issue. But as far as the element of a dictionary is concerned, we don't use index, we search for a key. Why we will search for a key? Because every key in a dictionary is associated with a value. If you want to know the value, then you have to search a key. When you get a key, you will get a value. So both are very important combination, both key and value. That's why it is called by the pair. Okay. Now, what I can say now? Key value pair 1, comma, key value pair 2, comma, key value pair 3, comma, key value pair 4. Like that, the elements of dictionaries we are going to define. Okay. Next. One more big difference you are finding. It is an unordered collection of items where each item consists of a key and a value. The word unordered collection. What is the meaning of unordered collection? If you go through, for example, assume that in introduction what I have written the term here, this itself is a Python sequence, let us see string, and if I give it the introduction in a double quote, it becomes a string. As you know that, suppose it is s equal to, in double quote if I write, s of 0 is I, s of 1 is n, s of 2 is 2, means your index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, they are ordered, your indexes are ordered 0 to n minus 1, right, length minus 1, that is your order, right. Your every element is referred by an ordered index. What you can say is, you can get randomly any value with the help of an index, that is a different issue, but if you follow through, or if you go along with the index values are ordered. Here it is unordered, means what? Suppose for example I want to store the m1, m2, m3 as a key, okay. It is not necessary that after m1 I have to write m2, right. m1, m2, m3, even if you want to write the keys as well as their marks obtained. m1 is a key, 10 is a marks, m2 is a key, 20 is the marks, m3 is the key, 30 is the marks. Suppose if I give marks like this, since it is unordered, means when you display the elements of a dictionary, it is not necessarily, it will display in the same, or it may display also, but it is not necessarily the elements are displayed with the in the order in which you have stored. Randomly it may display in any order, because it is not, we are not retrieving, or we are not referring the elements of a dictionary with the help of index. We are not referring with the help of index, we refer the element with the help of a key. That's why most important difference you remember, cadets, here dictionary is an unordered collection. The order in which you have stored the dictionary elements may not be displayed in the same order, okay. Next, it is immutable, okay, can modify its elements, but key must be unique and immutable. Now there are two components are involved in a key value pair. What it says, key must be an immutable, key must be immutable, whereas value may be mutable, right. Key must be immutable, value must be mutable. Why this is? Because value may be anything, you can change the value of any element of a dictionary. Since it comes in a pair, element comes in a pair, the property of a key, why key must be unique and immutable? Because your every element in the dictionary is referred by what? Key. So key must be unique. You cannot store two values, or you cannot store two values for, or the same value for two keys. You cannot store same value for two keys. Key means it should have only one value. Getting the idea? So that's why the compulsion rule is key must be unique and it is immutable, whereas values may be mutable and may not be unique. It may have different value. That's how the dictionary is shown on the figure here, and it is referred by key value, right. Next, further the same thing what I explained in the last slide or previous slide, it is nothing but, you can observe here, key is given in quote, value is also given in quote, not mandatory, they should be given in quote. Suppose for example, if my key is a numeric, I need not use the quotes. Similarly, if value is a numeric, I need not use the quote. Getting the idea? So since they are strings what you have written, key and value, if the value of the key is in character type, you have to give in quotes, and the value of the value key is in strings, it should also be its characters, then also it should be given in quotes. Now the properties of keys you can see here, it is immutable. Immutable means what? String, you know that string is immutable, so key may be a string, key may be a number, we know that number is also immutable, and of course the tuple, as you know that string and tuple are immutables, list is mutable, okay. If key cannot be a list, rather it may be a string, it may be a character, it may be a number, it may be a tuple, okay, because tuple containing only immutable that we know that the elements of a tuple are immutable. That's why tuple is, what do you mean immutable? As you know that the value in place cannot be changed. The value in place cannot be changed. That is immutable. Whereas the value component of your pair can be of any valid Python data type. It may have mutable, it may be immutable, whatever it is. So value may be a number, value may be a string, value may be a tuple, value may be a list. Understood? And among these four, which are these four I am talking about? String, list, tuple, dictionary. String and tuple are immutable, list and dictionary are mutable. That's why it is written dictionary is a mutable, remember. Next, what are the important features of dictionary? So important features of dictionary we can discuss here. Each key is separated from its value by a colon. In a pair there will be a key and a value, and this pair must be in between these key as well as value there will be a colon. The items are separated by comma, and the entire dictionary is enclosed with curly braces, or we can call them as a flower brackets. The value can be of any type, but the keys must be of an immutable data type, such as strings, numbers, or tuples. The same thing is explained here. The syntax also you can see here. What is the syntax here? You can give a, like how list name, tuple name, string name, you are giving. Similarly you can give a dictionary name. Okay, then key 1 colon value 1, okay, comma key 2 colon value 2, and so on. Open with a curly brace, close with the curly brace. Open flower bracket and close flower bracket. Example of an employee. Suppose emp num is 1. How it is stored now here? Can you see? The key 1 is emp num, value is 1. Key 2 is name, value is Shahrukh, and key 3 is fee, value is some 15 lakh. Okay. Now here keys are emp num, name, and fee. Values are 1, name of the employee as well as the fee. Okay. Now as we said, dictionary elements must be between curly brackets. Each value must be paired with key element. Okay. And each key value pair must be separated by comma. This already explained in my previous slide. So these are important features that what you have discussed. Similarly, while creating a dictionary, we can create an empty dictionary. We can create days of the month, days of the week, okay, names of the colors, like that we can also have. A key may be a string and maybe a numeric value. Getting the idea? In previous example also we can see, we can give the key as a, even key also you can give a numeric value, and your value may also be a numeric. That we will see, I will illustrate them. Keys of a dictionary must be immutable. Repeatedly we are telling keys of a dictionary must be a immutable type, Python string, number, tuple, because tuple contains only immutable elements or entries. If you try to give mutable type as a key, Python will give an error. For example, here this is a dictionary name. In flower bracket, the key we have given a list. As you know that list is a mutable. List is a mutable. So since you have given key is a mutable, okay, that's why your Python generates an error. The syntax for creating a dictionary, name of the same thing we have written here. Examples, we can create an empty dictionary, or you can give the dictionary of values like this. Okay, that will illustrate and see. There are various methods of creating a dictionary. To create an empty dictionary, put 2 curly braces. Okay, and if you see the type of that D which we have declared, D1 is, it will give class dict. Key values pairs in curly braces. Repeatedly we are telling that. Okay, let us have some examples of how to create the dictionaries. Okay, now we can also add an element. Okay, adding element, we will see how we can add an element. If it is an empty D of 1, 1 will be the key and this ON will be the value, 2 will be the key, 2 will be the value, TWO, 3 will be the key, numeric 3 will be the key, and word 3 will be the, if you print, it will print like this. Getting the idea? Understood? Okay. Before going to the accessing and all, let us do these examples in our Python. Whatever you have learned so far, let us go to the ideally. Okay, let us do at the Python shell only. Now if I give D equal to I will give small d equal to curly braces. Okay, if I write d, it will print a empty dictionary. Now I will type all kinds of dictionary elements here so that you can understand. Instead, if I do my dictionary d1 equal to, okay, in open braces, let me give 1 colon 2 comma 3 colon 4 comma 5 colon 6. What is the meaning of this now? 1, 3 and 5 are 1, 3 and 5 are our keys. 2, 4 and 6 are, let us check. It is working. D1, see, it will display 1 colon 2 comma 3 colon 4 comma 5. Instead, now I will declare my dictionary like this now. As I told, so string M1, okay, having the marks 89 comma M2 colon, it is giving not green here, so here it is a colon, here it is a, okay, M1 89 comma M2 colon 90 comma M3 colon 35. Okay, now I will close this. Now here my M1 is key, M2 is key, M3 is key. Getting the idea? So what will happen now? 89 value 1, value of M1, 90 is value of M2. Suppose if I print D2 now, it will print like this. Getting the idea? Now suppose you want to print the value of any of the keys, like the key of, I will give M2. Okay, now it is not allowing as a, because the value of key M2 is a string. So instead what I can do now, D2 of 1 I can give, because your this is 1, no? Let us check what it will display. D2 of 1. Okay, it is not displaying. So D2 of 0 also it will not display. It will show the error, okay, key error, because you are not giving properly the key values, right? We can see here. See, in the previous example assigned here, that will come here. Okay, now let us check here. Suppose if I print D2, if I pin the command print D2, definitely will print the value of dictionary, right? This is what I had given. Now similarly, here I have given the example, both are numerics. Here I have given one is characters string, another one is value. Now both also I will give the strings. Let us check now. Okay, so let me my D3 equal to, okay, C, okay, means colon, the value I will give CHL, right? Okay, comma, then I will give H, means I will give HOY, right? Comma, A means I will give here ADL, the names of the houses I have given. Okay, now I will give D3. See, now it is printing, right? So all the three empty dictionary I have created. I have given both key as well as values are of numeric type, and also I have given keys of string type and values of numeric type. Here I have given string is values are string type as well as keys are of string type as well as values are also string type. So you can create a dictionary like this, right? We'll stop at this point of time today and we'll continue in our next class. Bye.